Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have an almost supernatural control over the environment around them? Without saying a word, they don't shout, they don't beg, they simply withdraw. And suddenly everything changes, the energy shifts. People start to question, to chase after, to feel. Now imagine if you did the same. If you stopped reacting immediately to everything. If you chose silence instead of the automatic response, retreat instead of explosion. What do you think would happen? That's where the power lies. When you stop being always available, emotionally, physically, psychologically, the world around you goes into crisis. Because people are used to controlling you through your reactions, through your impulses, through your predictability. But the day you choose to withdraw, the game changes. And those who thought they knew you realize they know absolutely nothing about you. Carl Jung once whispered a truth into the ages. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to a better understanding of ourselves. Now think about this, when you become inaccessible, who really gets desperate, who gets irritated, who tries to provoke you just to elicit some emotion back? This reveals more about the other than about you. With every forced yes, every immediate response, you give away a piece of your energy. And at the end of the day, what's left? Tiredness, frustration, an emptiness you can't explain. Because you are too available for those who don't deserve even a minute of your silence. You have been taught to always be present, to respond quickly, to please. Since childhood, you believed your worth lies in how available you are to others. But here's the truth. This excessive availability is not a virtue, it's a prison. As long as you believe you must be accessible, you will be manipulated, drained, forgotten. Do you know why? Being always available makes you predictable. Everything predictable becomes a tool, used then discarded. People start using you as an emotional emergency button. They press when they want attention, relief, validation. Then put you back on the shelf until needed again. This cycle leaves you empty, but it doesn't have to. The modern world is noisy, filled with voices clamoring to be heard. Everyone rushes to respond, to win debates, to prove they're right, no matter the cost. But few know the power of silence, a force more potent than words. Not passive silence, but deliberate, strategic, and razor-sharp. This silence isn't absence, it's amplified presence, a weight that commands space. Jung saw silence as fertile ground, a space for inner transformation. When you stop reacting, your eyes open. You begin to see what was always hidden. Emotional repetitions, manipulation games, cycles of self-sabotage now clear as day. Silence breeds lucidity, and lucidity is dangerous to those who thrive on control. For the first time you see them, and they see you seeing them. The game changes. When you stop being available to everyone, something profound begins to happen. First comes the silence, an uncomfortable silence that seems to scream inside you. You wonder if you did the right thing, if you are being too harsh, if you are losing people who liked you. But gradually, this silence transforms. It begins to cleanse, to calm, to heal. And then comes solitude, but not the solitude of absence. It is the solitude of total presence. Your own, the solitude of the strong. The solitude of one who no longer betrays themselves to keep others close. And in that space where there was once confusion, clarity enters. Where there was once anxiety, peace enters. Where there was once neediness, a new kind of strength enters. The strength of being whole within yourself.